Okay, I am live. Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. How's everybody doing? You all see I am on time because we are going to be on time. We're going to do our 30 minutes tonight and we're going to let you guys go. We're not going to hold you long this evening. How's everybody doing? Be sure to tag, please. I'm trying to get myself together. I'm going to wait a couple of seconds till folks start coming in. And if not, they will be able to see the replay. Hey, who is that has joined us? Thank you for joining. How are you? Happy hump day. How's the week been coming along? I know I've been enjoying the weather, right? 40 degrees. Okay, so the temperature has been nice. I'm going to give it a couple more seconds. Be sure to tag a friend, tag a coworker, tag an entrepreneur, tag a sister, tag who you need to tag. Somebody that needs to hear about our financials, right? This is why we do what we do to educate each other and our community and our families, okay? Everybody else. Thank you for joining. So we're going to go ahead on and get started so that we're able to jump off of here at a good time tonight, okay? Because y'all know I'm trying to be a little greedy this evening. Although for those of you who do not know, I've been dealing with jaw issues, okay? TMD, right? I've been dealing with that for the past over a week now. So much better. I'm not in pain, but I'm still having a little achy feeling up in here in the jaw area. But God knows best, right? So healing, right? I've already spoke over my body. Healing, baby. So God is good. So let's get started. Thank you for joining you all. For those of you that are on here and do not know who I am, my name is Tina Hunter. Tina, what do you do? What is this platform is about? This platform is all about bringing entrepreneurs on here to educate our people, to educate the community, to give us information so that we can live a better life, right? Prosperous, so that we can prosper in our businesses. It also gives folks an opportunity to collaborate, right? Just a wide range of opportunities where you can collaborate with my speakers. You can look at their services, their products. I mean, just a wide range, right? I always get good feedback from my community. Okay, so I'm proud to say that I feel as though I'm doing a great job by bringing in, the entrepreneurs, the experts here to you all to give what they have to offer, right? And so we have our special guest this evening, Miss Ayanna Smith. And I told you guys, February, we would be talking everything money, everything. This is all about finances, okay? Everything money. So we may even see Ayanna back on with us again before the month is out, if she agrees to come back on with us to share, some more information. So we're going to go ahead on. We're going to go to commercial, and then I'm going to bring in Ayanna and give you a little bit of dibs. As a matter of fact, I can do that now before we bring Ayanna in, and then we could go directly in to our questions. So get your pens, paper out, and everything that you need, because our guests always drop nuggets, right? So be prepared. So Ayan Smith of Hampton Roads, Virginia. She's a professional, financial professional. She's also a published author, speaker, and educator. So she loves to educate. who believes she is called a positively impact and change the lives of others. Ayanna is passionate about helping individuals and families protect, save, and grow money by sharing and teaching financial concepts. That's what we need, you guys, okay? That's what we need in our lives. Not halfway doing it, but doing it all the way, right? So, financial concepts related to insurance and tax-free strategies. Okay, so Ayanna is also the host of Money Talks with Ayanna. So we have to get that information so that you all can tune in with Ayanna as well, which is a weekly live stream show. And the upcoming podcast launching under the same name, Ayanna Smith. Wait a minute, under Ayanna. Okay, so we'll get Ayanna to talk more on that topic as well. Okay, so we're going to go into commercial, you guys, and we will be right back. Okay, 30 seconds. So get your tea, get your water, get your pen, get your pads, whatever you may need. Okay, all right, see y'all in just a second. All right. Hello there, beautiful.
Hello. How are you?
I am doing wonderful. Thank you. We getting an echo somewhere. Let me see here. I'm not sure if it's on my end or is it an echo? Can you hear it?
I can hear just fine. Mm-hmm.
It's good. Oh, okay. Okay. So here's our special guest, you all, Miss Ayanna Smith. Ayanna, thank you so much. Ooh, I love that. Money talks. And we know what walks. So we love. I promised the community that this month we would be talking everything money. Oh, wow. Right? So I know you have some powerful nuggets to drop on us this evening.
I'll do my best.
Okay. I love your eyeglasses and your lipstick. So popping.
Thank you.
Very beautiful. So you guys see, she's excited to talk about what it is that she come to talk about, her expertise. So Ayanna, quickly give us a brief how did you even get started in the financial world?
Wow. Well, first of all, thank you so much, Miss Tina, for having me, Miss Tina Hunter, CEO. I thank you for us connecting and us being able to get together, collaborate, and all that. But I got into the financial industry by, really one of my friends, because I have a musical industry background. And and so as a professional singer and all that stuff, hey Shanae. And with that one of my good friends said, what happens, and this still goes right along with entrepreneurship, because we know as musicians, oftentimes people do not have they don't have they don't have a I do. Yes, Milton. I know O'Brien. This is so crazy. Small world, right?
It is.
I do. And so what happened, of course, we know as musicians, you just, you do your gigs, and basically it's like, what happens if the gigs stop gigging? And you're out there, you're playing from Sunday to Sunday or in the weekends, what have you. And it's not like that W-2. So entrepreneurs should know more than anything, you don't have a W-2 unless you set things up where you strategize and structure your business plans and stuff where you're paying yourself and stuff like that. But just regular, we get our money and we go. So therefore, you don't have most of the time any life insurance. You don't have any savings. You just don't have the stuff that's in plan or in place like you would if it was a regular W-2 job, as I like to say, the W-2ers and the 1099ers, and then the
Right.
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 So my friend said, "Look, I'm putting together something for musicians. I want you to come. Just trying to get all the musicians I know together, singers, what have you." And that was how I heard about the information to say, here is something that you need to do in protecting yourself, and then also you could look at it as a career, because as a financial professional, you are we're in a licensed industry, just like a realtor. You have to get those licenses and all that. So it is a real industry. And I always say anything that hooks you to a license means that you have to do right by people, or you will find yourself on the wrong side of the bars.
That's good. Yeah.
So, okay. And my
Yeah.
background being in education, that's a licensed industry. So with everything, I know that there are legalities. So it means you have some boundaries, you have some things and steps that you have to continue to be trained. You have to be trained, and then you have to do right by people. So that was something that piqued my interest. And then knowing that I could build build legacies for myself,
Yes.
that spoke a lot. That spoke a whole lot.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, with your podcast, tell us a little bit about your podcast based on what topics do you bring up on Money Talks?
Okay, thank you. Money Talks, I air that usually live throughout, just like your platforms through LinkedIn and Facebook and all that social media. And I will talk about the basics of building wealth through life insurance. As I always say, life insurance is not a curse word. It's really what the big businesses were and are built on. I always like to insert the story about Walt Disney, because when Walt Disney could not find a bank to bet on him, he betted on himself and liquidated one of his insurance policies to start the dream of what we know now as Disney World. So it is something that allows you to become your own bank, but sometimes in certain areas, communities, or whatever, we may not have had a good taste in our mouth left, and therefore we were burnt, and therefore we shy away. But I really am here on the educational side to say, listen, seriously, as I think about wanting to do people right and being done right, it's an important thing to make sure that we educate and let folk know it's not something to run away from. Insurance is something to run to, because it's a tax-free model. And who doesn't want to save or, avoid, not evade, but avoid taxes if at all possible, especially the entrepreneur.
Yeah, that's good, Ayanna. And like you said, we've been burnt, misled, all of that stuff, right? So we do look at the part of life insurance, not thinking financial, right? Because we truly have not been educated, you know what I'm saying, to that degree. Because I had looked at something, a friend of mine's actually, that's in the financial, on the financial side, showed me a sheet, right? And life insurance is at the top. Then real estate of making wealth, financial wealth.
Absolutely, it is.
It's at the top.
At the top, no matter
I think if our people knew that from the beginning, then we would probably be in a different position, right?
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? We would utilize it to our benefit.
Correct.
And not just see it as a curse, or, oh my God, you trying to say somebody about all of this. No.
Right. And I insert this, I think we're getting ready to say, and you correct me. People say, I don't want to talk about life insurance because that means I'm going to die. You don't have to talk about life insurance. You don't have to talk about anything. But as sure as we are born, we are going to leave. And it's the thing of, do we want to leave people with two types of loans? Do we want to leave them a loan or a loan because they had to borrow money to put us in the ground?
How about that? And why is it that we're afraid to talk about life insurance?
Like I said, I think it's mindset.
Uh-huh.
It's mindset and just the cultural differences that we've had and those backdrops, those backgrounds, because those who really know how to maneuver and push forward really know that the life insurance is a tax-free way to build money. And the thing about it, if you have a beneficiary, that beneficiary, for the most part, will get the full amount of that death benefit plus interest for most companies. And so it's a win-win. It leaves people a leg up and not just in total detriment. As it looks
Mm-hmm.
toward the business owner, then if you are the one who runs your business, you are the key person, then you have to transition and look into that business preparation and say, hey, I need to get a key man policy. So there are different types of policies that can do different things. So insurance is not just to put us in the ground. It can send kids
Right.
to college. It can provide living benefits if you get too sick with heart attack, cancer, stroke. It can create, if you are the key man to your business, if you die, the business still needs to run, right?
Right.
And if that's the case, then the jobs that most of the time that key person is doing, they do so many jobs that if they were to be broken down, you would need to probably pay about 3 people or more to get all those things done as efficiently and effectively as that person who passed away did. So you
Mm-hmm.
still have to have that money so that the business won't go down. It's a support. It's a support system. It is a foolproof support system that will help us.
I
It
bet
really will.
I bet a lot of people didn't know that about what did you call it? The key what?
Key man policies.
Key man policy.
Because like you're
Oh,
the key man, you're the CEO to
right.
your business, so you
Right.
are the key man. If you want things to continue to run, then the people who are left, you leave it with instructions. Of course, there's some other things that go along with that, legalities and all that, so you can leave your instructions. But if you still want your legacy to live on and you still want Tina Hunter, CEO of Empower, Elevate, all that to go forward, then you
Right.
need somebody to carry that on. And they
Right.
would need a salary or they would need money to do that. I mean,
Exactly.
yeah, so life insurance is something that helps to help your legacy to live on and help your businesses to live on and help your children. For example, on a personal note, if you have two income family and one of the breadwinners passes away, well, I haven't seen anybody continue to pay a salary after someone hit their demise. So that
Right.
family, if they are not secure and properly protected, then they might have to look around uh, and find somewhere else to stay because they may
Right.
not be able to pay for where they are staying. There's different things of that nature. I see it says, would it be similar to a power of attorney? Uh, Life insurance and power of attorney are two different things, but they can work together. That's a part of your estate planning and things like that. So they work together. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how easy is it to get um what you were just talking, that key person insurance together? How easy is it? Is it, I
Really,
mean,
just sitting down and having a conversation and seeing what you have going in, coming out, your assets and things, what your business structure looks like and all that, what you really need to keep it going and all that. And then oftentimes you have to look at, it may be sometimes health related. You may have to
mhm.
take some quick health exam, but that's worth a peace of mind to figure out something. And then you have other options that's the opposite of life insurance, like annuities, that may be an option if you can qualify for that as well. So it's some things that are very specific, but you have to sit down and talk out your plan so you will know how to plan.
Right. And
Mhm.
is that good for a small business?
Excellent for small businesses because oftentimes a small business doesn't have the full bank and support. It doesn't have that big
Mhm.
corporate. Yeah, most definitely, it is a safety net you build where you can become your own bank.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Wow. Wow. That is so awesome. And also, Ayana, with the life insurance part, tell me something. How do one give us an example of, maybe two examples of how one can build wealth as opposed to, just getting it for, death? I know for me, for my youngest child, she's 21 now. But when she was like 3, I picked up a policy, a 10-year thing, right? Didn't even realize what I was doing, but great benefit.
Mm-hmm.
Paid it for 10 years, done.
Mm-hmm.
And now she has that money to do,
Mm-hmm.
do some things, college, whatever, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so that was a great investment. It was a
Yeah.
great investment.
Right.
For example, for those of you who haven't, if you have young kids or what have you.
Mm-hmm. It is. It absolutely. That was a very good thing that you did, because you can make. You can really make it where your children can be millionaires if you learn how to structure your policy.
Woo!
And yeah, and because they're younger, you can put more money in it. It goes toward their savings part.
Yes.
It's not about saying, "Oh my goodness, my child's gonna pass away." Nobody's looking
No.
for that. It's about learning what works so you can work it for your benefit.
Exactly.
And oftentimes, people we have well, I have my 401k, I have my 403b. That is lovely, that is fine. Take what people give you if they match it. But I'm telling you, when you get ready to you start working at 25, you want to retire at 65, whatever the tax bracket is at that time, at age 65 is what your money will be hit, because that money that you saved in those strategies will
Hmm.
now be open to taxation, because it's like getting a paycheck. But you can do that. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not talking against that at all. But
Right,
if you can,
right.
but you put it together. I like to say, as a balanced meal, you put it all together.
Hmm.
And if you are an entrepreneur, a full entrepreneur, you have to put it all together yourself. And so if you can get it over in somewhere where it is more tax free on that long term side, you can really, once you start getting your disbursements, that money has already been taxed and that money is coming straight to you as is.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm. I love it. Exactly. And so, for one that's in their late 50s, is it too late? Or, you know,
not too late.
some people think, oh, I'm 50, I'm 50, almost 60 years
Yeah.
old. I'm gonna just ride this thing on out.
Right. Ride it out to where? Somebody is gonna have to put something away. I mean, it seriously. Somebody, and it does look different at our different decades of life. True. We know that the cost of insurance and things does go up, but
Mm-hmm.
it does not count us completely out. Sometimes you might have to shift and say, well, I may have waited a
Right,
little longer. So I
right.
may need to look at making sure that my final expenses are taken care of. I may need to look at seeing if I can get something, if I have a home, that I can cover at least my home, and that's taken care of if I pass away. And then there are even some types of policies that you can pay on. If you outlive the term, you get the money back. It's stuff like that out here. That's why I'm like, it's so many ways and structures of insurance that we just could talk about, but we
Yeah.
have to talk about it and not run away from it and think that, get back. If we don't want to
Exactly.
say anything. So yeah, there's so many
Yes.
different ways. So it's not out for the 50, late 50, 60-year-old. It's not out, but you may have to look at it differently, because cost may be a factor. But if you have money that you want to do some things with, it may be to your benefit. So
Mhm.
you have some options. Yep.
Okay. Okay. Good. And you right, Shanae. Options, exactly.
Mhm.
So it's opportunities out there. And Ayanna, also, with the on the financial side, right? um how do we, I know you talk about money on your podcast and everything, but how do you really make one feel comfortable to even want to open up and have this conversation? Because we can hear this every day,
Yeah.
all day long,
Yeah.
but you know sometimes some people really really need to do this.
Yeah.
So,
You are correct. It's like my
and
pocketbook and my health don't want to talk about.
yeah.
We don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, and it's not because we're not saying you have to put your whole paycheck in there, right?
Not at all.
Right,
You have to live. You have to live. You have to live.
right,
Hmm.
right. So there is options and different means of, you go from high to low or low
Mm-hmm.
to high,
Correct.
right?
Different price
Different
points.
ranges.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So something to meet everybody's budget.
As much as possible, absolutely. The main thing is to get somebody some type of protection and coverage
Something.
and meet them where they are, based on where they are. I mean, and Rome wasn't, we say the phrase Rome wasn't built in a day, so you have to start and layer it, and we will be hoping that we will get to that goal, that final destination of where we would really want to be in our financial portfolio. But at
Hmm.
least we have to start. It's just the shunning and the shying away and breaking up that mindset. It's the
Right.
mindset that often, keeps
Ooh,
us keeps us
yeah.
really kind of shell shocked from saying anything or wanting to talk about it. It's like I share on my show. I said it's like the ostrich head in the sand mentality. If we put our heads in the sand, then that means I don't have to face it. But the thing is, even if
Yeah.
we sit in our houses every single day, people are still riding up and down the road, aren't they? They're still going
Yes.
places. People are still traveling. They're still moving. And even if we sit still, that does not stop that things will happen. Life will happen even if we're sitting still.
Mm,
It just does. So with
yeah.
that, it's being prepared and just being open enough. And my whole thing is to connect and just build a relationship with people, just to know, everybody starts at the same place, the
Hmm.
beginning. And that's where we
Exactly.
have to start.
Yeah.
I'm speaking. I'm speaking, through some things. I'm speaking. I've been over some things, but I'm speaking through some things. I don't come with I'm all up here and you're down here. No, we're in there
Right.
together.
Together.
We're in
Right.
there together, and knowing that. Listen, I understand the struggle of the mindset of saying, "Oh, I don't think I can do that." But my thing is, I will say this: if we can eat, drink, wear, and drive what we want,
Mm.
aren't we more worth than those things? Aren't our well-being, our families, aren't they worth more than those things?
Yes. Yes.
And it's
Yeah.
sometimes it's breaking through on how we look. That's another piece of
Yes.
the mindset. We have to look a certain way, and nobody can see what I have saved in my bank account, or nobody can see it. But I tell you what, when you need it, it's a
Right.
wonderful thing to be able to see
It will
enough
tell.
zeros behind your account balance so you can go pull.
It will tell, right?
It
It
will
tell.
help you. It will
Yeah.
ease the pain. It will ease
Oh,
the pain.
yes. Seriously. Seriously. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
great information, Ayanna. And your podcast is when now?
Thursdays, and I had kind of slid the time around, but I'm locking back in at 9. Thursdays at 9 p.m.
Okay.
So you'll see on not Instagram, because Instagram is Instagram.
Right.
But we just say that Facebook, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So of course, just the shout out to YouTube. Go over and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can find me over there at the Ayanna Smith, THE, and my name AYANNASMITH. So yeah, that's one sure way you can really find and go back and look at stuff, because sometimes get lost in the
Yes.
lineup on other platforms, but
Oh,
you can
okay.
find it on YouTube.
Okay. Okay. Great. Now, can you give us 2 tips to walk away with for this evening, Ayanna?
Yes, ma'am. 2 tips. As I went back and said, oftentimes we eat, drink, wear, and drive. Our
Mm-hmm.
money is to do a tracker. Just start small. Do a tracker. If you think I can't save any money, we can't afford not to save any money, because if we get ourselves
Mm-hmm.
looking good, and we need to posture ourselves to look good. So I'm not sitting here saying don't get your hair done, don't get your nails done, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you would track some of the spending that you do, like maybe you stop by a favorite coffee shop every day. Well,
Mm-hmm.
that's on approximate anywhere we go now,
Mm-hmm.
even down to a kid's meal is the price of what adult meals used to be. So,
Yes.
so for a family, of most families are not getting out without spending $50 at
Mhm.
least at a
That's true.
drive-through
That's
for,
true.
for nasty food.
Right.
We're not even talking about the premium fast foods. We're talking about the 99-cent meal.
What used to be 99 cents, right?
That part is
Okay.
nasty and cold. So,
Right.
so with that, if you do that multiple times a week, look how that could add up. If you did that 3 times a week, that's
Uh-huh.
$150
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that
Yeah.
quickly. And
Yeah.
if you do it even more, and you go to places that the plates are a little more expensive, not telling you not to go out to eat and not to have fun, but I think if we track some things, that's one tip I would say. If you could track your spending for a week, because we oftentimes see it's out of sight, out of mind, because when we swipe our ATM card, we're like, oh, the
Yeah.
money's there, but is it really there?
Is it really there?
Mhm.
Right.
Is it
Right.
really there? Have we allocated
Exactly.
that? And so
Yes.
I would say, look at that. And then the second, and then at the end of that week, see how much, wow, did I just, oh, I got that gum. I saw such and such at the last minute. Wasn't on my list. Oh, I picked that cake up. Oh, let me see. Let me stop talking to myself. And,
You talking to me. That
oh,
gum. Yeah.
that gum, all those things add up. And
Yeah.
even to the 50 cent here, the dollar there. I'm not
Yes.
talking about a big ticket, but it
Yes.
adds up, because if you
Yes.
then have something that comes through and you really need it, you're a dollar short, you're a dollar short. So it's
Yes.
just getting the mindset on,
Oh, that's
tracking your
good.
spending
Mm-hmm.
for a week. And then the next thing is, if you do not have I would say a protection plan, don't have any life insurance, or if you have life insurance, because some people may say, I'm good, I have it. Wonderful. What do you have? I don't know. Then that's where I'll say, now it's time to connect so we can talk about and go over what you have. Just a complimentary talk through, see what you do have, and help you to get a little more understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Because just like we have updated our cell phones,
Mm.
we need to update our personal
Yeah.
items as well. Just need
Yeah.
to look at them. May be good, maybe,
Mhm.
and if you're fine, wonderful. Stay right there where you are. No need of touching it. But just having that wherewithal and understanding and talking through, because oftentimes people aren't talked to about things from year to year, so they just get the policy sometimes and put it over there in the corner. And if you move, God forbid, if you move, you pack the thing up and don't know where the policy is, can't remember what company it was, who helped you, what number, nothing. I don't know how
Right.
much I got.
Right.
Something, but those things need to be in the forefront, just like our driver's license and passports. We need to have
Mm.
them right there together, so we will know
That's
what we
good.
have. Yeah. So those would be two major tips. I know they kind of one simple spectrum, a little more deeper, but those are two things. Look at your day-to-day spending and look at what you have for your lifetime coverage.
Yeah, that's real good. I know when I first started out, doing life insurance and stuff, I went with this one company. This man, he got me. I didn't know. Like you said, I got the policy and the folders and everything, nice and cute, put them to the side until, I started getting out there networking and meeting people. And
Mm-hmm.
the people I'm with now say, hey, do you mind me taking a look? And thank you, Jesus, that I let them take a look, because that man had jacked me. He was just taking my money.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I
So
do.
it's always good to have a second opinion,
Mm-hmm.
and or to go to someone and just for pure clear mind, make
Correct.
sure everything is in order.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I've been there. Yeah. So that's a good tip.
Yep.
I've been there. So you do free consultation, 30 minutes or
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. We can sit
okay.
down and go through that. Yep. Have if you go to my website, it's www.askayana, ASKAYANNA, and you can schedule like it's a 15-minute, and then
Right.
turn into, if we need to go into something longer, then we can determine that once we have an initial talk.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So once this is done, do you mind putting your information? If once we're done or whatever, you can put
Sure.
your contact information and all your platforms where folks can come and be sure to follow, like everything that Ayanna has going on, and look her up on her website once she puts the information in.
Yeah, because
So, any questions from the audience? I want to thank you guys so much for joining in again, and again. Thank you. Do anybody have any questions before we let Ayanna go? And Ayanna, I'm going to Wegmans and grab me a nice little thin slice of chocolate cake. But
enjoy yourself. Should have thin slice, okay.
a thin slice, right? I've been stretching my jaw, and I'm like, okay, before the night is, I'm gonna give me a slice of chocolate cake. We just gonna take. It's nice and soft, not doing too much. So better than chewing gum, right? I
It's better
did
than
not.
chewing. Yes, it's better than chewing gum.
He was like, you doing yourself disservice. No,
Mhm.
no, to the gum. You have to retire the gum.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. Oh my gosh. So I see Milton. Milton had asked a question. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm
Mhm.
sorry. That
We
was
answered, yeah.
earlier on. Okay, yes. So Ayanna, I really want to thank you so much for coming on
You are so
and
welcome.
sharing your great information, your expertise. And we would love, whenever you want to come back, just let us know. And we would love to have you come back to inform us on everything that's going on, any and everything.
Absolutely. And if anybody has any
Yeah.
questions for you, just have them, just let's shout them out to Miss Tina. And so, I can answer them, even if they put
Mhm.
them in the chat on what you have going on right now in the live,
Okay.
and we can still even answer that. And then we can just collaborate and get together. And I
Oh,
love this.
most definitely. Most definitely. Yes. Hi, Daryl. Thank you for joining us. You can go back and check out the replay. And like Ayanna said, if you all have any questions, I know they will. They will
Mhm.
come to me and I'll reach out. I know how to contact you. And or you guys can reach out yourselves, however you may feel
Absolutely.
comfortable.
Yep,
Okay.
exactly. Because we understand it's money and our health. We
Right.
don't want to have it worldwide. We rather come in private. And that's what we do, because we want to make
Exactly.
sure that you're taken care of in a very
Exactly.
professional and private and careful manner, because I want somebody to do that for me.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. Most definitely.
Yeah.
Ayanna, thank you again for your professionalism and
Thank
everything
you.
that you brought to the platform this evening. And we look forward to hearing back from you soon. Okay.
Awesome.
Don't be a stranger.
I
Okay.
invite me back anytime. Thank you.
Thank you. And for those of you that joined in today, thank you so, so much. We enjoy having you guys here. Thank you for your questions, your comments, and your interactions. And Ayanna will put her information out in the comments once we're done. And we will see you guys next week. Thank you for joining us. Have a good evening. Bye bye.